Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, King out to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
A gain of 5. First down. We got 3. We got 3.
Now King throwing on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Back to throw. King. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw is King. Throwing on 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming up. On 3rd down.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's telling you, he's telling the right. Even. 4 down. Even. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Byrne. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Joseph. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down in inches. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Armstrong. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the double. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Joker. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now this time he'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo! 50-50. Mike 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Smooth. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
From the gun, Byrne. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Got a man open, that's Harry. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down. It's Elliott, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Mike, 22's calling, Mike. Twist. Alert! Hey, Alpha! Mike 22. Go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal, Allen to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's third and goal. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Looking to throw. Burn. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Allen going to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Touchdown, L.A. N'Keal Harry, 88 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Delta! Check fire!
Operating from the gun. Byrne. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Lockett. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Mike Spopo. Watch the pass. Check Nick.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Hey, wahoo!
Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant.
Ready?
From the gun, Byrne. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. A gain there of 12 yards at a 1st down L.A. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers
it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage. He's got a man, complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, exit.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Byrne. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Kill.
Go.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he will finally be taken down. Heck of a run there, though the clock continues to roll. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You better break.
The final shot before break. Byrne, he's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Charlie.
Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Mike, check. 59.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 59.
Five.
Throwing again. Burn. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
We found 132 fighter. Hey.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Off play action. Burn. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Burn. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 9 yards that time. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is first and 10. Operating from the gun, Burn. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Yep.
Check 59.
Hey, box truck.
Mike to 59. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Off the play fake. Burn. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
You got time right there.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Look at me. Score. Now.
On first and 10, Burn. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Safety's creeping.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This is Johnson. He's got it. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Allen's throw is complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
To throw, it's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
65.
8 read.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Byrne. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the... Third down throw incomplete as well.
Brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Byrne. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Byrne. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, check my 45. I got it.
They go to Elliott again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Back to throw. Byrne. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Return us. Get that ball. Let's go.
Throwing again. Byrne. Over the middle, complete. That's Armstrong. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Off play action. Byrne. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's...
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah. Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Going to throw deep for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw. Burn. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
45 80. Defense wins championships, baby.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Elliott. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big pickup of 38. Off the play fake. Burn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burn. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Hey, dude, recon, 132 fighter.
Check hot route. Hot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
Hey, I-7.
Check, 59.
X3, 218, chopper.
Back to throw. Burn. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Armstrong. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. N'Keal Harry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Byrne. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Set 59, Mike.
5.
Off play action. Byrne. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Wind up in this magic. Wind up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm